crowd coming into Healy Park to see this eagerly anticipated clash. Derry certainly laying down an early marker. Real know-how about the way in which Derry are approaching this match. McGuigan, beautiful movement by McGuigan. That's a smashing score. O'Connell's got a real opportunity. It's a one-point game. My goodness, he is sprinting past Derry. McCluskey darting forward here. Nicely done. Nicely done. And it's Gallagher. And Gallagher has scored. What a point that is. And there's another one over the crossbar. And it's back-to-back Ulster finals for champions Derry.
Well, it's a pleasant evening in Celtic Park as these two renew their intense rivalry. They met 4 weeks ago when Derry won well. The Ulster title has been retained since then, but to beat the same county again in just a matter of days is a big ask. Derry will hope they're up to the job. It's a big opportunity for Monaghan. Well, this is a well-oiled Derry machine. They have Kieran McFall now in the starting team. Benny Heron has gone the other way. The midfield of Glass and Rogers, always a factor when they play. These two of the best there are in that midfield area. Monaghan start the game without Conor McManus. He doesn't start a championship match for Monaghan for the first time in 15 years. Jack McCarron is out. Shane Carey has come into the forward line. Carl O'Connell's pace will be important for Monaghan tonight. So, 28 days after they last met, it's Derry Monaghan again. Here come Derry. Kieran McFall, first shot at anger, and Kieran McFall has got the first point of the game. Well, Monaghan's defensive shape just wasn't up to it there. We're in the 3rd minute. Padraig McGrogan. Well, that's a nice ball. Oh, and great handling as well. Niall Toner was involved. Shane McGuigan with the finish. That's the score of the night so far. They found some space, but the initial pass in was gorgeous. Stephen O'Hanlon. Now Conor McCarthy, another good run. Niall Loughlin had gone back with him. This is Micheál Bannigan looking for his second score. And you know what? He has got it, as the umpires have a bit of a chat about it. The Derry supporters and some of the players convinced that that went wide. But the umpires have given the score. Bannigan with his second point of the evening, and they have both been spectacular. So Monaghan are leading for the first time. They've been playing catch-up up to now, and the sun is out. Carl O'Connell. Now, that was Micheál Bannigan, and he's got it to Shane Carey, and Carey scores. And Monaghan are back in front again with 2.5 minutes to go to half-time. Here's Carl O'Connell. Conor Boyle from Clontibret. Derry not tight enough to him. He didn't want to take on the shot himself. Got it a bit closer. He got to the 13-metre line. This is high, and it's very good from Conor Boyle. I thought for a moment he wasn't going to shoot, and Conor Boyle gives them an 8-6 lead. It's the biggest lead there's been in the match so far. Brendan Rodgers to Oren Lynch. Oh, there's a big gap right down the middle. Gareth McKinless, and Gary Mohan got across and fouled him, and Mohan could be in trouble with the referee. So Gary Mohan, well, made no attempt to play the ball. What colour is the card? I think it could very well be a red. No, it's a black card. It's a black card for Gary Mohan. So Mohan now is gone until the 20th minute. So Shane McGuigan gets their 8th point, and they're back to within 1. Carl O'Connell, little bit of space. He's now closed down by Gareth McKinless, such an important part of that Derry defensive structure. Here's Shane Carey, scored 1. Niall Toner is behind him, and Carey's now got his second. That is a gorgeous point. And being down to 14 players for this 10-minute period hasn't knocked the stuffing out of Monaghan at all. Lachlan Murray is in. Owen McAvoy. And that was Lachlan Murray. And Murray is into the action straight away. their fourth different scorer of the night. Monaghan have got 3 out of the last 4 points in this game. Padraig Cassidy, Derry flat for a lot of the game, but Monaghan have played so well. Conor McCluskey involved in the attack. Here's Shane McGuigan, lovely spin, nice chip. They're not gone away, and he certainly isn't gone away. 13-11 behind, 7 minutes to go. Now Oren Lynch, furthest forward he's been in a while. Monaghan have made it hard for him to come up the field. Padraig Cassidy, there's a gap there. Cassidy lets it go. It is Ethan Doherty for the equaliser, and he's got it, Ethan Doherty. 3 points in a row for Derry. And we're into the first of 5 added minutes now. That's Kieran Hughes. And now, can they engineer a free even? Well, they had to get rid of the ball. Ryan O'Toole, who missed his opportunity a couple of minutes ago. Carl O'Connell. It's on its way from Carl O'Connell. And it's a good point. It's a great point from Carl O'Connell. Their first score in 14 minutes. And that should be the last kick of the game. And it's now down to Noel Mooney, and there is the whistle. What a fantastic second half. A thrilling game of football. Very tight, very tactical at times. But the two sides had a real go. And Monaghan leave Celtic Park with a draw. Shane McGuigan and Derry thought they'd won it. Carl O'Connell had other ideas. It's finished 14 points apiece. Quite a game of football.
I suppose all things in context. It's been a lot of very tough games in a short space of time. You're going to get ups and downs. It was a very difficult scenario for us. It was probably a good scenario for Monaghan, that they had a point to prove, and so it was. They were well set up. They had their homework done. They picked their team accordingly, and they were a tough nut to crack. Well, 10 minutes coming down the straight, it didn't look like we were going to take anything out of the game. So I think we showed amazing character to go 1 point up, and from there we'd be disappointed with how we pride ourselves defensively, that we didn't see the job out then,
Losing the black card for those 10 minutes, the boys worked very hard in those 10 minutes, and maybe it showed towards the end of the game. But in fairness, listen, Derry are great champions, they're the best team in Ulster the last 2 years. They know how to eke out games like that there, and they've had huge home support behind them. But in fairness to our boys, when we went a point down at the end, it could have been easy to drop the heads, but to get up the field and work that last score, I think our boys deserve huge credit.